Take it easy on your old man's eyes. I'll pull it up on.
I see Sage is in here. Brandon's in here.
Tyler is a great photographer, by the way.
I tried.
In the thumbnail, before it snapped the picture, it showed all of us in the screen, and then the thumbnail ended up being just like my ear and the.
It happens. What's going on, PJ? How's Slamology? He was thrashing for days to get his car ready.
Tilt the camera down just a little bit. All right. So I'm going to be in charge of this part.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like you can read it though already.
I can read if it's in the bottom one or two. I can get it, but as it starts going up, I lose it.
Oh.
So I guess we'll give an update on my bus. Working in the kitchen right now. I got the wall sheeted that goes behind my cabinets. Hopefully, maybe today or one night this week after we're done, I'm gonna get the ceiling going forward in that side. I needed electrical stuff, and I went to Lowe's, and they are out of everything. Just everything I needed. So that put me on a little bit of a hold on some of the wiring I'm doing. I've got all my battery cables in now, so we can get the inverter hooked up to the battery bank.
Lowe's has been like that for months. When we walk down that aisle, the electrical is very sparse.
No remod boxes at all. Nothing. Because I want some panel mounted boxes, because I don't have the depth to do regular stuff in that wall. And it, yeah, wasted like 2 hours going there to get it, to not have it.
We got a super chat from Jeremy Jim.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. There's a bunch of stuff that's starting to go on there. I'm hoping to get that front wall removal finished soon here. It's really slow going, drilling out stainless steel fasteners that are stripped out. So once we get that wall out, I can get the rest of the cabinets and we get the cabinets set. I've got the plumbing about 80% done.
We got a super chat from Kimberly from New Zealand. To Rum and Beer Fund. Have a lovely Sunday.
Ha. The rum and beer fund are always great to add to.
Oh, that's for the chiropractor. From Jeremy. That's fine.
That's about where we're at with it. It's been 7 days a week on customer stuff, so.
Oh, sorry.
By the
Old man cramping up. I had to move the tripod.
Yeah. But, I mean, by the time we're done at 6, 7 o'clock, after a long day, I just don't have any motivation to work on my stuff more than a few minutes. So.
Yeah, it's hard to. We got nap time in there in the middle somewhere, too.
Yeah. But.
Oh, while we were gone, the one that was going to be here tomorrow that had the airbags ordered and all that, it turns out his airbags are back ordered. So it's going to be like 2 weeks before the airbags come in from that one. So it's actually good because we were so like backed up with stuff that was really going to cause us a lot of heartache. So it's good that it's delayed.
Until it shows up at that time, and then we have however many other things we've run into again.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta put this thing back behind me. Sorry.
All good?
Yeah.
We'll start reading some of the questions, and we'll see if I get caught up a little bit there. Hey, I see Gino's garage is in here. How's it going, Gino? Jeff?
BJ was answering. He said it was hot as hell, but he gave a lot of demos.
So I said to do like 150 dB out of it.
Yeah, wait till we're on camera to start coughing like crazy.
Mm-hmm. That's why I brought a drink.
How does the family cope with your work schedules?
I wake up in the morning, I go to work, I come back, I go to sleep.
We did movie night last night again. That was fun. We had the neighbors come over and some other friends and the other family that's here on the pad getting their bus work done. They came and
Just missed a storm on that one.
The rain has stopped, I think, or it's really drizzling now. Looks like the sun might be out again. How's the shop coming?
It's level.
Safety videos asking what kind of engine was in that Wonder Lodge. It was a 6V92 TA mechanical.
Yeah.
Oh, Bo's in here. Hey, Bo. Instead of Rain Man. What's up, you guys? Have had so on our Patreon, I've been posting so much about all the different rainstorms that we keep having, just because it's like nowhere around us will rain, and then our town is this big blob of red just comes right through it over and over and over. It's ridiculous. New England Christian. Hey Tyler, what are your plans or ideas for your bus's engine? Compound turbo, maybe? And then question mark.
I don't think it's gonna have a turbo at all. I think we're gonna do a belt-driven, form of boost. I'd like to do a Pro Charger. It'd be really fun. Do some fancy fuel injection.
That sounds like a lot of headache.
Yeah, I know. It's gonna be something that I'm gonna have to build on a stand and get running out of the bus first, and then move to the bus. So
you don't want to change a spark plug in our lawnmower. I can't imagine you spending that much time on your bus engine.
the lawnmower doesn't do donuts. Yeah, but to have 450 horsepower on tune.
Dan was asking, does Tyler's motor need an in-frame or is it strong?
Seems to be really strong. It fires immediately when the batteries are charged.
Even in super cold weather. Yeah.
Like, it had been below freezing for days straight and fired right up.
It runs real smooth. It doesn't lope or anything. It doesn't smoke. It's a very good engine.
I haven't pulled the valve cover yet, but I imagine I have microscopic injectors in there.
Yeah, you're going to do all that work and you've owned your bus over a year and you haven't even pulled the valve cover on it.
I've got more important things to do right now than to build another engine for it out of chassis.
If it was mine, I'd have to wait till that shit was broke. Then I would play with it.
Well, that's what you got to get it built and on the stand running, so that when it breaks, you just back it up and swap it with the tractor. I've got some of the hard work done for what I'm doing for the injection stuff. There's a lot of math. What else do you have on that?
Will it have a D-deck in it?
No, it's gonna be electronic.
You're crazy.
Yeah, and
I'm not saying I doubt you, but all that stuff, I cannot imagine that
the
ever
first
actually...
time I pass you climbing a hill, you're gonna want it.
Yeah, I just can't imagine you putting that much work in. More power to you, but I just don't see that happening.
I waste my time on all kinds of dumber projects.
Yeah.
You've seen some of the stuff I've built out of boredom.
This is, like I said, I'm surprised you don't flood, but we're 200 feet above the river, so we live on the top of a mountain, and everything, the road coming up to us goes down from us. So
even the low part where the pad is still 40 feet above the road.
At least, yeah.
We have waterfalls. They're a couple times a day. You'll see them. They're impressive too. Do you ever think you're gonna have a waterfall?
No. Gino's getting he's getting bigger injectors for his. What are you putting in there?
I saw he was just doing a bunch of stuff on his bearings and stuff.
Hopefully Kyle will put bigger bearings in his bus that he had here. That Eagle that had those super small
Injectors, you said bearings.
Oh, sorry. Well, of all the things I could have slipped and accidentally said, that was not so bad.
What was in those, like 55s, 60s?
I don't remember what they were, but yeah, it was like ridiculously low horsepower. What's the oldest bus you two have ever worked on?
Sage's pre-war.
For together, yes.
That's the oldest one I've worked on, period.
Yeah, I had that Diamond T that I messed with. That was older.
I think I've worked on an 8 plus older than 41. I've worked on stuff older than a 1941, but that's the oldest bus I've ever worked on.
Well, you have an overhead crane in the new shop. No.
Ceiling design kind of limits that, I think.
What would be the benefit of having an overhead crane working on a bus?
Not much, because it's not like a semi where you can take the engine vertical out of it. It'd be something for
removing the rooftop air conditioner.
That would be okay. Nope, that would be nice, but we don't do much rooftop airs.
Yeah, that would be about the only thing.
When it's time to clean the roof of the bus off or wash one, you can get in a harness and just sling across the top.
Oh, he's gonna put some 1990s in Kyle's. Cool. Is that what's coming out of yours? Are you taking yours out and then giving those to Kyle? And then that might be how you worked out that deal. I can't wait for him to drive that bus with more power because I think he'll really appreciate it more. It's a big, heavy bus to begin with, and then when you do a full conversion in there like that, and with as many kids and stuff like that too, and everything they have to
pulling a vehicle.
Yeah, he needs more horsepower in that thing, big time.
What else you got on questions there?
Any contact with the bus boys lately? No, I have not talked to them. It's been a crazy year.
Yeah, I followed some of the stuff that's going on with Ross this year. He's had a pretty rough one.
Not sure what. I don't really see a question there. It's all caps, but Dan said the piston caps to seal the wrist pin also retain the pin. Is he answering somebody here?
Possibly.
Oh, yeah. And the person was asking how the shop was coming along. We talked about that on my live stream. We're not using very many contractors. Actually, I don't think we're using any other contract. Well, when we do the spray foam installation, we'll use that. But so very few contractors are getting used on the project, and the one that we need is the concrete contractors, and they are very flaky. Many of them have come out here to give me prices, give me quotes. The bids, most of them, honestly, most of them never even get back to me. They come out here, I'll get back to you tomorrow, and then you never hear from them. And then the one, at first I was like, well, I'll call them again. I don't want to be chasing. If I'm chasing after them to get the bid, then when I get the job, I'm going to be chasing after them to get them to actually show up and do it and all that stuff. But one of the guys, I'm like, he was recommended by the neighbor across the street. And I'm like, well, I'm going to call him back and say, hey, you haven't got back to you. Oh, yeah, I'm working on it. I will call you back at lunchtime today. And that was like 2 weeks ago. I haven't heard back from that guy still. So he's off my list. And then we had the one contractor where we signed a contract with him. We e-signed it or whatever, and we sent it back in, but it's not signed by him until later. And then like the next day or whenever it was, it was like 4 days later, I got a notice of cancellation of that contract. And then he did a new one and he raised the price like $7,000 on the job. So that's crazy. That was a crazy amount of money. So I had more people come out and give me a bid, and we just got another bid that we're pretty happy with. And I was planning on calling the guy tomorrow to get things going with him. And he thought he was 2 to 3 weeks out, depending on rain. And we had an entire week's worth of rain. So who knows?
Building's gonna be a year old before we get it up.
At least. Oh, God,
my back.
It's super easy. None of the guys that were out here, somebody was saying that they thought that people were flaking because of the hill, but none of the concrete contractor guys ever even questioned the hill. And we've had fully loaded dump trucks full of gravel come up that hill. We've had the concrete truck actually up the hill before. It wasn't fully loaded when it did it, but it didn't bother it at all. And none of them were even concerned about it making it up the hill.
This isn't a steep hill for the area. I mean, it's steep, don't get me wrong, but there's driveways around here that are way worse than that.
Can you hear Leroy snoring? Kelly's trying to get him to shut up. God, that dog can snore.
Leroy. Hey, buddy.
But the slightest noise will wake him up at the same time.
No, he's still.
Usually. He's out of it right now.
Oh, hey Jerry. Saudi Boss is done and ready to go, but I think they're staying one more night and they're gonna pack up and I think they're gonna head out tomorrow. I think it's probably the plan. But yeah, that's it's all done. Driving, great. Did great on the test drive.
Hey, Jerry will be back in about 2 weeks when that Wonder Lodge is ready for airbags.
Is that for real or just because?
No, he said it'd be like 2 weeks and he'll be back up this way.
Oh, cool.
I just volunteered him for that. He loves airbags. It's his favorite thing to do.
You got that special wrench?
Yeah, I can't say the name of it on the channel.
I have this roller thing behind my back, so if you see me bouncing around and moving, it's because I'm moving that thing behind my back because it hurts so bad.
You guys got any more questions? Throw them down in the chat here before we end up getting to the end here.
Gino said, I took the 9B90s out of my buddy's bus. I also have 9B90s, but I'm going to get a calibrated set of GL95 or 9G95s, I believe. And we put the 9G95s in my buddy's 692, and it pulls good. We'll be putting a pit in the shop. No, we're not putting a pit in the shop. Any plans for more vegan cooking with Kelly? Every day on our bus is vegan cooking with Kelly. I just don't shoot videos of it. But she's been making some new stuff that is so good. I don't even know what it's called. What is that chicken stuff called, Kelly?
I don't know.
Where'd you get it from? Online. That doesn't help me. And that'll conclude our cooking segment for today.
Just a minute.
What'd you make? Noodles. Where'd they come from? Oh, box.
There's a box right in front of you.
Oh, that would have been nice. This is brought to you by Plant-Based Chicken.
No, shush.
Maybe they will sponsor you. You don't know.
DELICIOU. Yes.
I believe they're out of Australia.
Yeah, she thinks they're from Australia, but
It ships it from the U.S.
she's been making some stuff with this that's really, really good, like chicken patties and stuff like that, and I really, really like it. And then they also make a bacon flavored
Just a
powder seasoning stuff. So
Wait,
Kelly put that
hang on. You're telling me I went 27 years and didn't know there's a bacon powder?
Yeah, well, it's not real bacon; it's vegan. So
Well, we can make it out of real. I need this in my life.
okay. And I should probably shut up about vegan right now. You gotta start losing subscribers right about now.
All vegan ideas are strictly Bus Grease Monkey over here. Disclaimer. I'm probably going to make chicken after this.
Hey, you eat French fries; they're vegan.
It's okay.
Then what kind of oil they're cooked in?
That's true.
I do need another haircut. It's hot out.
Why am I reading questions if you can read them all?
I have to read them on just your live stream, so you get to read them on mine. I don't get to hold my phone in front of me.
It actually hurts my neck so much to look down.
Well, then hold your phone higher. Here, I'll hold it up for you.
It hurts to hold my phone. It hurts when I sleep, so it hurts all the time.
When your back hurts, my back hurts because I have to do everything that you can't do with your back hurting. It's a fun cycle. Next video on my bus, it's in progress right now. I don't have enough stuff done where I can put a video out yet. It's hard to say when the next one's going to be, though. It kind of depends on how busy we are with customer work. Because, like I said, if I'm still doing 7 days a week on customer stuff, I don't really have time to do much on my bus. I'm working in the kitchen right now. I've got the wall sheeted. Next up, I'm going to start running ceilings down that side of the bus. So, I'm waiting on electrical parts. I went to Lowe's to go get stuff to finish wiring the kitchen. And they're out of stock and everything I needed, so I had to order it, and it's over a week to get it.
Somebody asked when you guys need a cage a brake. What do you mean?
So, you got a spring brake, right? When it has no air pressure, the spring applies the brake, holds it in a park position. If you need to move that thing because it's broken, you're kind of stuck if you can't air it up. So what you can do is there's a bolt on it. It's called a caging bolt. Shove it through the backside, twist it, it locks, and you run the nut up. As you run the nut up against the surface, it pulls that bolt straight through it, which pulls the spring back to release the brakes. So if you can't get air to it, if it's got ripped up lines or been in an accident, doesn't run,
Ripped diaphragm. Yeah.
anything like that, you can release the brakes. But you got to be able to get under it, which if it's on airbags and it's aired down, that's a whole other problem getting to it just to cage it. And assuming the caging bolt's not seized into the brake chamber where it stores, that happens a lot. Assuming you have the right size caging bolt. And that only works on spring brakes.
Does the Mr. Cool mini split come with pre-charged lines? Yes, it does.
Well, not the lines.
Well,
everything's sitting in the bottom unit until you open it up.
Are they already like in a almost vacuum state? I assume?
Yeah, the lines are in a vacuum when they're shipped to you. So is the unit. So everything loses vacuum when you plug it, and then you release the valves from the unit that goes in the bay. It all goes through.
Can't on a DD4. That's correct. You cannot cage a DD4.
3.
Oh.
No, you said 4, but it's 3.
I knew what he meant.
I know what he meant too.
That's the sad thing. Oh my god.
Yeah, DD3s are not cageable. That's a whole other problem.
Maybe he's got the upgraded DD4s.
Is that a thing?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, that's what I thought.
How's Tyler doing? Solar doing? Is he keeping up with the usage?
For what I'm running off solar so far, yeah. We had a
rough week.
Yeah, a really rough week to be running off of a solar generator. I have a bunch of stuff I got to do to mine to get mine hooked up. I don't want to have to do a temporary rigged setup on some of that wiring and then have to just immediately go back and change it when I'm ready to do the permanent. And I've about got everything inside the bus done where everything except putting the panels on the roof can be done once and be done permanently, so then we just have to rerun the wires when we put them on the roof. But I just finished putting the wall up where the solar chargers need to get mounted. Now I can mount those to the wall, make sure they don't fall off. But
oh, the one guy had the comment. He said, "Why is it called a Cajun bolt? Like Cajun, like New Orleans Cajun?"
Oh, it's spicy. Just lick it.
It would be spicy if it came off.
Oh yeah.
Oh, somebody already said it's spicy. Nice. Beer is vegan. Yes, it is. I don't drink beer.
I got paid it the other day, and I was very happy about that.
Do I miss the road trips and the jobs? Yes and no. Yeah, yes, I do. But I'm plenty happy being here right now, enjoying the property.
I kind of like what we did like Monday, though, where it's a one day, we're back home again the same night. Or maybe that with a one night stay. Like,
Was that just Monday like a week ago?
not even a week ago.
It seems like much longer than that.
I know. I don't mind those, though, when you take off for the day, go get some work done, and come back. I mean, there's a lot of driving, but it wasn't a bad day. We got a lot accomplished, I feel like, while we were there.
Yes, Tyler, is the engine in your bus in pretty good condition?
Yeah, as far as I can tell, it's in amazing condition.
It doesn't leak oil. It doesn't use oil.
No.
And it don't smoke.
Yep.
It runs smooth. It don't lope.
Yep.
It's got plenty of power.
Doesn't really lose any coolant.
Yeah. So it's perfect.
I don't know what kind of power. We need a dyno. Once we hit the shop, but we need to figure out how to get a dyno in it.
We have a hill and a stopwatch. I can tell you are compared to other buses.
Are you going to sit there and do the math to figure out weight and gear ratios to calculate horsepower up? I'm just going to get a dyno.
Yeah.
You can't tell me that you would love to hook a bus up to a dyno.
But then I watch all the exploding vehicles on dyno videos, and I would not love that part of it.
There's a difference between hooking something up like this, though, and something that's to the razor's edge of what it can hold.
Which is what you're going to do to your bus.
100%. I'm going to have it bring a trailer to him.
So are we 25 minutes in this? Is that what that says?
Yep.
Okay.
I think so.
So 5 minute warning, because that's all my back can take.
Oh, that's fine. I'm gonna get some dinner.
Can you hear the dog snoring in the background? Is it... He's all the way in the back bedroom too, so he's not even close.
Someone said we need to find a stake. No, if you want to run the hill, that is your responsibility. I'm not going to be responsible for breaking somebody's bus up the hill. Yep, they can hear Leroy. Someone's asking about the scenic cruiser on the roof of the Bobby in Nashville.
I've never actually seen it in person. I haven't been down there to see it.
No, I need to go. It's mostly okay. It luckily hit me more to the side than like right in the fingernail. Thought I was going to spend another year missing a fingernail, but not too bad.
The dog sounds like a truck shifting. It kind of does.
Making fun of me,
I would be snoring right now if I had the chance.
Oh, it just got a little darker out, cooled off a little bit with the rain. Perfect time to take a nap.
I know. I am impressed with the mini splits. As hot as it was. It was full sun today and hot, 93, and the feels like it was 100, and it stayed cool in the bus. The whole entire bus, the bedroom, everything, just with that one mini split, 12,000 K. No, BTU, 12K BTU, 12,000 BTU.
Sear, I think.
Yeah, 23 SEER, I think is what it is.
It might be.
Maybe it's 22 or 23, whatever it is. But yeah, that's impressive that that thing can cool the whole bus down.
And it's dead silent as it does it.
Yeah, I'm sitting literally 16 inches away from the end of it there, and I doubt you can really hear it.
And it's running wide open.
It's got the little thing moving on it where it's blowing, it's going up and down and blowing the air all over the place. So it keeps cold air at the ceiling and on the floor. We do have to put a fan in the hallway though to send the air back to the bedroom.
Yeah, I have to do that on mine too. I need a bigger fan. That's one of my reasons why my bedroom is always warmer. Is I only have like a little 14-inch round fan. I need a tower fan like you guys have to grab air from some different levels.
Yeah, but that's not the mini split's fault.
That's my.
When we had a rooftop air, when we had the one in the front, it would never get anything near to the back. What as cool as what it is with this mini split. Until we put the second rooftop air, specifically in the bedroom, and then it turned the bedroom into a meat locker. But it wasn't energy efficient at all.
And it's noisy.
I missed the noise of it. I liked sleeping with that rooftop air conditioner on. Was actually pretty awesome.
I'm aware because my bus makes all kinds of odd noises at night, and I hear every one of them when I try to go to sleep if I don't have my fan on.
My bus doesn't start smoke when I start it. I get a little tiny bit of black smoke because I've got big ass injectors in it. But I wouldn't call that smoke.
The dually smokes more than this when it starts.
Brandon said he needs to come out and get his time run on his bus before he sells it. Is he selling his MTI?
Yeah, I think
That's Bo's buying that bus? Is that or
I thought he was looking at it. I don't know if he is. I think that's what I'd heard. He was looking at it.
how has COVID impacted your business?
I got busier. A lot busier. How about you? Slow for a little bit.
Well, last year it was really, really rough, but this year's been fine. I'm just not traveling, so. But I'm kind of thankful I'm not traveling right now, especially when my back feels right now. If I had to drive like 8 hours today, it would be murder.
Well, even when we went to Alabama the other day, we had to stop for a little bit so you could get out and stretch. Couldn't keep driving. His back locked up.
I was about ready to go to the ground in that parking lot. It was I was worried I wasn't gonna be able to recover from what happened to me there. That was
Just a cramp sitting there.
yeah. It was oh my god. It just tightened, seized up. I couldn't move. Just the slightest bit of movement was excruciating pain. I was so
I thought we were just
afraid.
gonna have to ratchet strap you down. However, you could lay in the bed and drive back.
We were a good 15 minutes into it, and I was still worried. I'm like, what is going to be the end to this? How is this going to end?
And we were nowhere near home at that point. It was like
Oh no,
2 hours away.
we were still in Alabama, and we were only in Huntsville.
We were like
We were-
10 miles away from exit 1.
Yeah. Michael Martin said you can't hear the air conditioner over Leroy.
Hey, there you go. That's a glowing endorsement. It's quieter than your dog.
Dan said your videos are great, guys. Huge shout out for you both. Appreciate what you're doing. Thanks from Nova Scotia. Thank you. Going to the chiropractor? Yes, I'm going there tomorrow morning, and then again on Wednesday. Yeah, I don't count unburnt fuel as smoke. The smoke is when you got oil burning off in there and or coolant burning in the cylinders and
Somebody's asking when we're going to get Bailey's bus. Hopefully soon, but
gosh, that's
time and space right now. Both of those are limited. Do we get it? Just get a running ticket to her house for her?
Yeah.
We don't have to park it?
Did you guys miss Chris and the guys in Indiana?
Yeah, I've been talking to him a little bit. Aaron actually came down here. He had some work he was doing on Lance's bus one day, which I need to see if that footage is enough to put a video together. He was looking at the generator on Big Mac. He came down, and I think Junior's actually looking at moving down here at some point. Other than that, no, I don't miss Indiana that much.
Carlos said, love you guys. Thank you from a big fan. Big fan, sorry.
You got caught up down there?
Yeah, I was just reading this one. It's not Capitals, but it's from Desert Van Life. Talking about that Phoenix Heat. We're expected to be 114. It's 114 right now. Expected to be 119 this week.
Hey, I don't know if you know this or not, but I assume you have a van since it's van life. You can actually drive to another place, and it's not that hot.
Yeah, but it'd be humid and seem worse. I don't know where the scale comes together, where the humidity versus
119 is hot.
Yeah,
Humid or not, it's hot.
it's not humid, so it feels like 112.
It's still really hot.
Do they actually have like their heat index and stuff like that, like go negative numbers because it's not humid? I highly doubt it works that way. But the way us humid people
137 only feels like 135.
because it's a dry heat. I posted on my Patreon page today that my entire body felt like a sweaty nutsack.
No, I know that feeling. I built cylinder kits in the sun wearing all black. Problem is, you buy black shop clothes so you don't have stains all over them, but then you have to work outside, and that's terrible. Yeah, anything over 90 is miserable. At least you have like a garden hose around and stuff usually, though. He does. Yeah.
What type of bus is it? 4104, 4106. I'm not sure. Oh, Bailey's bus 4104.
Can't give Bailey a V8 when both of us have inline sixes. Caught up down there?
Yeah, looks like we're all cut up. So, has it been 30 minutes? Yes?
Yep. We've been almost 35.
It's called wind chill.
All right. Well, I appreciate all you guys stopping by for the live stream. It's actually, I think, one of our biggest live streams we've ever had. But I think we're going to get going here so you can get your back unmessed up, and I'm going to go find dinner.
Yeah, I probably need to find something to eat too. But if I lay down on that roller thing, and that'll make my back feel better for a while. It's just a pinch. I have a pinched nerve right now that's going on. I actually have zero spine pain going on, but I have this pinched nerve thing that's happening, and it's unbearable. And sitting up is painful. Standing's not so bad. I don't know. It's just something about the sitting. I don't know. I must crunch my posture different or something.
Probably.
It probably doesn't help too because looking down and then looking back up, that hurts a lot too. So, all right.
We'll go ahead and end it here. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. And
Yep. Thank you. And watch. We'll have videos coming this week. I know I'll have several out because I got to finish up the MCI one and then the 4106, and then we'll have another Wonder Lodge coming in, and
I should
an MCI.
Should have some more coming up soon here. I don't know if I'll be able to make Wednesday this week, but definitely by Friday I'll have the next one out.
And hopefully we'll get that concrete poured really soon. Hopefully within a month. I've been saying that for months, but we're like right there. Just gotta get him
To show up.
to show up. All right, thanks.